Hello, this is Miss Time Bunny, and today I'm just making a little Christmas hacks video. I mean, I know it's going to be a bit late maybe for implementing for this Christmas, or some of them might be useful if you maybe haven't done a few bits yet. But I just think if it's like not helpful for this coming Christmas, then it might be helpful for preparing for next year. So we all know that Christmas can be quite stressful. With all the running about and spending and all that kind of stuff. So, and did you know that Christmas is like the peak period for like heart attacks and stuff? So I thought, this is why I'm going to do a hacks video to try and help you. If you survive this Christmas, you can implement it for next year and have more of a chill time. So some suggestions I have is like, don't do all your Christmas shopping right at the last second. Spread it out throughout the year. So whenever you spot little bits like any little gift sets or any little presents that you know will keep okay for Christmas, so any kind of like maybe toys, toiletries, or any kind of like food or drink items that have like a long shelf life on them that like could be fine to be kept to next year. Like for example, say like maybe like for example like hot chocolate powders from say Whittards or somewhere like that, you know, if it's got a long life that goes into next year, you know, sort of like basically there's nothing wrong with buying things up over the whole year and keeping them, you know, if you've got somewhere you can keep it or have it put away in a cupboard or something like that, so you've got stuff. Right, also another tip, shops will put out the previous year's Christmas stock, like, you know, things like their old wrapping paper, cards, bits like that maybe they had left over from last year's stock. They tend to start putting that out round about August, September time, so that they can basically clear it out the way, ready for roughly around sort of like September, October, when the new stuff starts to slowly filter into the stock room. So you can always go and pick bits up ready so that you have like wrap and cards and stuff ready, rather than dashing around the last second trying to get hold of it all. Also, if you have a smartphone or any kind of like tablet that's like maybe Wi-Fi connected, there's apps out there, like for example Job Spotter, where you can save up Amazon credit and basically you can use that to buy Christmas presents, save yourself a bit of money. So yeah, Job Spotter is basically an app where if you see any like job posters up in Windows, you take a picture of the wanted poster and then you take one of the sign and then you submit it and then you get so much money in the form of like Amazon credit. So I think it works out like in like US dollars, it works out like sort of like 1 point equals 1 cent. But obviously in different countries it's going to work out whatever your country's equivalent rate is in your currency, if that makes sense. Another tip is use bonus and loyalty cards. Like for example, with Iceland's like new system, you can put money onto the card and basically you can save that up to get food or maybe any bits and pieces. Tesco, you have obviously you get points and then they send you out like money off vouchers depending on how many points you save up in that quarter. So, and the good thing is those vouchers tend to have quite a long life. That's normally a good year, 18 months, sometimes like 2 years or something daft like that. So you can like save up a few and then use them to get a bit of money off any shopping. And also another tip, look through sales and clearance sections, not just getting towards Christmas, but basically all year round, because you can find good bits and pieces. Well, another idea is you can always make gifts for people, especially if maybe you don't have, you know, like huge amounts of money. You know, if you're a bit clever about it, you can actually like make things for people without it costing an absolute bloody fortune. So, you know, you can always get ideas of places like, you know, for example, YouTube is a really good place because they have loads of videos where you can like look up DIYs and stuff like that and get ideas. Also, you know, you can get sort of like items, like go and get gifts from say like charity shops, thrift stores, or your country's equivalent thereof, and you can like get some actually really nice stuff for people if you like keep, if you're clever and you're lucky and you know what you're looking for, keep an eye out. You can sort of like find some really nice bits and pieces. The amount of times I've done that, to be fair, like picked up bits from charity shops and that. And can I also add, there's also another tip, absolutely nothing wrong with re-gifting things. To be fair, I've done it myself in the past, well, with odd bits and pieces here and there. I have re-gifted them on to people because it was like, I know I'm never going to use this, so what is the point in me keeping it? So, I've re-gifted them on for other people to enjoy. So yeah, despite what people say, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Obviously, don't re-gift that item back to the person who gave it to you, because that'd probably be a bit rude. But there's nothing wrong with re-gifting it onto others. And also, I thought I'd do a couple of quick tips for those people that are maybe trying to do a more sort of like less consumerised, more zero waste kind of Christmas. Because I know, like, especially if maybe you're trying to do that, but maybe your family and friends are feeling a bit, but I have to give you gifts and all this lot. So for those people, I've got a couple of tips. What you could do is maybe go sort of make a rule that all gifts should be second hand. So that relates into what I was saying earlier about things like going to charity shops, re-gifting, things like that. Or specify that all gifts should be handmade. Again, that ties into the point I made about doing DIYs and stuff. You could always put limits on the types of new goods if people want to buy you something new. Maybe say to them you're only allowed to buy XYZ brand new, everything else has to be second hand. You could suggest people making DIY hampers, so if you want people to maybe make you up a little food hamper or something like that, go for it. Funny enough, that's something I'm going to be doing for my mum this year. I'm going to be getting a little wicker basket, and I'm going to be going probably right round the pound shop and getting lots of little bits and pieces for her. You could also ask for any edible goods or drinks. Or, although to be fair, you've got to be careful with this one, because obviously at Christmas the shops are full of just like really crappy novelty things. So that probably ties in with the hamper thing. You could say to people, get me edible goods, food, drink, make a hamper, but maybe be a bit aware of what you're buying. You could also suggest to do a secret Santa, where rather than buy presents for everyone, you maybe all pick a name out of a hat and then you just literally buy for that one person. That way everyone gets a present, but you're not spending an arm and a leg. And then you can obviously go back and do any of those ideas about, like second hand stuff or handmade or whatever. Depends, I suppose, on what sort of like price limit you want to put, whether you want to say, we're only going to spend £5 or £10, £20, whatever, And also, final suggestion for you is ask for experiences. Tickets for shows, workshops, events, even vouchers for cafes and restaurants, obviously, which is what I suggested about getting gift cards, things like that. But avoid vouchers for shops, as this will lead to stuff. So yeah. But yeah, if you want to do something where you get someone you can get those experience things where they can people can go and spend a day driving in a Formula 1 car, or they can go and do a hiking experience somewhere. I hope you know what the things I mean, where you can, when I say experiences, when you get to do all these mad things. But yeah, shows or anything like that, because I think one of the things I requested was I think Fuse Cinema, a gift card for them, because where their tickets are only a £5 per viewing now, even a £10 gift card gets me 2 trips to the cinema, so. And then any kind of food or drink I want to buy in addition to that, I can either go into the pound shop and get it out of my own pocket, So that kind of stuff is a really good idea to do, and I hope it's giving you some ideas. There might be some stuff that you can implement for now, other things you can maybe use going into next year to make things a bit easier. But guys, if you can think of anything, link it in the comments below and like share your ideas with people. So anyone who tries to moan like, oh, it's too early to worry about Christmas, it's like, oh well, if you want to die of a heart attack, you go ahead, mate. You know, yeah. The rest of us are going to be chilling out in December while you're all running around on Christmas Eve like a bunch of spazzies, like, oh, I've left it too late, you know, and stressing out and making yourself ill. So, but yes. You know, if there's any of this you can implement, just do it. Don't stress yourself out because Christmas really ain't worth it. It's all just getting too consumerised now. So if this makes things a bit easier or helps anyone out, then that's great. So I'm going to end here and I'll catch you all in the next video.